Hello, everyone. Schooner 007 here, bringing you more Field of Dreams action as we continue on from June 8th in Season 3. Welcome in, everyone. Good to see all of you here. And let's jump right into it. We're going to finish out the rest of the week here from June 8th to Saturday. So we're going to play a couple games today. And let us... I'm going to do what I normally do for randomization. I have 3 dice here. And that'll determine the game. So that'll determine the row. We're going to play it in the bottom row. And it is going to be the Brooklyn and Lancaster game we'll start off with on that one. So let's take a look here at the standings so far. In the win division, Lehigh has a 35-20 6-game lead over San Francisco at 26-24. Chico at 8.5 games back. Cleveland not far behind. They're only a half a game behind Chico. D-Gens 10.5 games back. And T-Ville at 21-34. They are 14 and at 14 games back. Over in the Earth division, we have Liverpool in the lead at 34-22. We have a tie for second between Long Island and Fort Lee at 5.5 games back. Long Island having a 28-26 record. Fort Lee at 29-27. Not far behind that, we do actually have a physical tie between Dallas and Hagerstown, both 7 games back, both with a 27-29 record, followed by Manchester down there at 8.5 games back at 25-30. Over in the Water Division, Mid-Michigan is in first place with a 33-23 record. Not far behind, Hadley Lake at 2 games behind that. And then my team, the amazing Kitsones, at 27-31, 7 games back. St. Pete, 11.5 games back, followed by Brooklyn at 13.5 games back at 21-38. And Marshfield down there in the cellar at 16 games back in the Water Division. And finally, over in the Fire Division, we have Chicago in the lead at 14-9, followed by Canada with 4 games back behind Chicago. Edmonton only a half a game back behind Canada, as Vegas at 32-23. They are 6 games out of first. Lancaster at 29-25. They are 8.5, and Florence down there with 20 games out of first. So we're going to auto play some games here. We're going to get to the Brooklyn-Lancaster game. That's going to be the game of one of the games we're going to play today. So we're going to start off with Vegas at Chicago. Chicago beats Vegas 9-1. Cooper gets the win. Wendell picks up the loss. That's his second loss of the season. Cooper, that's his 9th win of the season. Next, Manchester and D-Gens. Manchester defeats D-Gens of a score of 5. D-Gens defeats Manchester 5-4. D-Gens go to 25-30. Manchester goes to 25-31. Russell gets his first win. Belvins picks up his second loss. And Lahore picks up 6 home runs and 3 RBIs in that game. Next, Canada and Canada at Hadley Lake. Hadley Lake defeats Canada 3-2 in a very close game there. Carlton draws the save for that game. Marshfield at Edmonton. Marshfield picks up the win, goes to 19-40. Edmonton 33-22. Marshfield goes to 15.5 games out of first. Beckerman gets the win. Chandler picks up his first loss of the season. on that. Over to Fort Lee at Lehigh. Lehigh defeating Fort Lee 8-3. Donahue gets the win. Sale gets the loss on that. So Lehigh goes to 38-20. Fort Lee goes to 29-28. T-ville at Liverpool. T-ville defeating Liverpool. T-ville goes to 22-34. Liverpool goes to 34-23. Leonard picks up his first win. Wyatt picks up the loss there. And Davis with a save as well. Cleveland at Long Island. Long Island defeating Cleveland 7-2. Bergerman gets the win. Owen picks up the loss there. St. Pete at Florence. And Florence defeating St. Pete. Florence goes to 19-37. St. Pete goes to 21-35. Mid-Michigan at Amazings. We're going to see how they do. Actually, we're going to play that game as well on today. San Francisco at Hagerstown. Hagerstown defeating San Francisco 3-2. In 10 innings, they went into free baseball for that one. Desi gets the win. Ramos picks up the loss on that one. Dallas at Chico's. And Dallas draws the win, goes to 28-29, a game out of 500. Chico's goes to 27-30. So the first game today on the 8th is going to be Mid-Michigan at Amazings. And on the mound for the Mid-Michigan's Thriller, it's going to be Art Reinhardt. And, yep, this is my first, and Cole Hamels on the mound for the Amazing Kitsunes. Let's take a look at the lineup here. We got Altuve leading off, followed by Fox, Bonds, Jimmy Tome. We'll get into the full lineup when we get down to the field. But I'm going to ask everyone in chat to please stand and to remove their hat for the national anthem. And we're here at Veterans Stadium in downtown South Philly, off of Broad Street. Art Reinhardt will take the mound for Mid-Michigan. He's had 10 starts in the season. He's 6-4 with an ERA of a 3.21. This is his first start against the Amazings. And on the mound for the Kitsunes, it's going to be Cole Hamels. 11 starts this year. He's 4-4 with an ERA of 15-2. This is his second start against Mid-Michigan. He's 1-0 with a 1.35 ERA against Mid-Michigan. It's 78 degrees with a wind speed of 4 miles per hour going right to left. All right, let's take a look here at the starting lineup for the Mid-Michigan Thrillers. Leading off, the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Batting second, the third baseman, Fox. Batting third, hey, Dwayne. Yep. So is Bonds. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Tome. Batting fifth, the first baseman Cabrera, batting sixth. Granderson, the center fielder, batting seventh. The shortstop Trammell, batting eighth. The right fielder Springer, and batting ninth, the catcher Rodriguez. And here is the field for the Amazings. I was about to say the Philadelphia Phillies. Behind the plate, we have Darren Dalton over there at first base. We have Goldschmidt. Playing second base is Chase Utley. In shortstop, Jimmy Rollins. At third base is Michael Jack Schmidt. Out there in left field is Greg Lizinski. Center field is Rick Monday. And over in right field is Lewis. Buddy Lewis will play right field. With that, we are ready to start. And here is the first pitch from Cole Hamels. Altuve, it's a fly ball out there to Monday. Monday making the catch out number one. And that's going to bring up Jamie Foxx. Here's the pitch to Fox. And struck him out. 2 away. And here's Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds batting a .249 on the season. And struck him out. That's a 3-up, 3-down inning. The Amazings retire the Thrillers in order. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the first. And here is the starting lineup for the Amazing. Yeah, on a Monday it is. And here is the starting lineup for the Amazing Kitsunes leading off. The first baseman, Goldschmidt. Second, the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins. Batting third, the right fielder, Lewis. Batting fourth, the third baseman in the cleanup position, Michael Jack Schmidt. Batting fifth, the second baseman, Chase Utley. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Greg Lizinski. Batting seventh, the catcher, Darren Dalton. Batting eighth, the center fielder, Rick Monday. And batting ninth, the designated hitter, Coco Crisp. And with that, we are ready to start the bottom half. Reinhardt. Goldschmidt comes into the game, batting a .279. There's a pitch out there to Trammell, and Goldschmidt out at first. Next up is the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins. Rollins batting a .247, 5 home runs on the season, and 26 RBIs on the season. Here's the pitch to Rollins. Rollins out there. Bonds making the play, throws it over to Trammell, and Rollins is on with a base hit. Next up, it's Buddy Lewis, the right fielder. He's batting an .091. Here is the pitch. They throw over to first. They're trying to pick off Rollins, and Rollins gets back in time. All right, here's the pitch to Lewis. And that ball is going deep. Springer underneath that. He makes the play. 1 away. And that's going to bring up Michael Schmidt. Schmidt batting a .206. He has 14 home runs and 36 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Schmidt. A little dribble up the mound to Fox. Fox over to first and gets him out. And that retires the side. So, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. After 1, we're scoreless. We go to the top of the second. It's Jim Thome, Cabrera, and Granderson due up for Mid-Michigan. Here's the pitch to Jim Thome. Thome, the designated hitter, batting a .248. 5 home runs in the season, 16 RBIs. Hamels looks, gets the sign, and the pitch. Struck him out. Miguel Cabrera. Cabrera batting a .248, 8 home runs, 14 RBIs. The 2-1 pitch out there to Goldschmidt, making that play, and out number 2. Here's the pitch to Curtis Granderson, batting a .251, 5 home runs, 16 RBIs. It's a full count pitch out there to Lewis underneath it. Calls off Rick Monday and makes the catch. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the first. We go to the bottom of the second. It's Chase Utley, Greg Lazinski, and Darren Dalton due up for the Amazings. Here's the pitch to Utley. The 0-2 pitch. Utley with a fly ball going back. Granderson underneath that. Waves off Springer. And we have an injury. Chase Utley is out of the game. This is my first time actually doing this on stream, so I don't know. So Utley is out. He got injured on that. But that's going to bring up Greg Lazinski. Lazinski batting a .213 on the season. 4 home runs, 7 RBIs. Here's the pitch. And Cabrera gets it in time. And 2 away. That's going to bring up Darren Dalton. Dalton the pitch. Dalton, fly ball down. Springer underneath that. Makes the play. And that is out number 3. After 2, it's no runs, no hits, no errors. We go after 2. We're still scoreless. We go to the top of the third. It's Treadmill, Springer, and Rodriguez due up for Mid-Michigan. And Kipnis will come into play second base for the injured Chase Utley. Treadmill batting a .240, a .234, 3 home runs, 16 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Struck him out. 1 out, and that's going to bring up George Springer, the right fielder. He's batting a .234 with 4 home runs, 20 RBIs. Here's the pitch. The 0-1 pitch up to Kipnis. Kipnis throws it to Goldschmidt for out number 2, and that's 2 away. And next up, it's Ivan Rodriguez. He's batting a .209 with 3 home runs, 18 RBIs. Fly ball out there, Lewis underneath it. Makes the catch, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the third. It's Rick Monday, Coco Crisp, and Goldschmidt due up for the Kitsunes. Here's the pitch to Rick Monday. Monday batting a .353, 2 home runs, 14 RBIs. The 2-1 pitch strikes him out. Coco Crisp up. He's batting a .173, 2 home runs. Hey, Frostbite, glad you could join us here at Veterans Stadium for some Monday night Field of Dreams Fantasy Baseball. This is the Fantasy League I'm a part of. And this is actually my team right here that's playing. Chris with a fly ball out there. Bonds with a 1-hopper. Can't get to it in time. They're going to throw it to the cutoff man at Treadmill. Coco Crisp on. And that's going to, we go to the top of the order. And here's Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. 1 out with a runner on first. Goldschmidt with up to Treadmill. And that is going to be, and it's 2 outs on a fielder's choice. And that is a great play by Treadmill. It's a fielder's choice. Goldschmidt on first, and that's going to bring up Jimmy Rollins. Rollins is 1 for 1 on the day. And that retires the side. It's no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on for the amazing Kitsunes. We go to the top of the 4th, and it's the top of the order. It's Jose Altuve, Fox, and Bonds due up for Mid-Michigan. Altuve is 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch from Cole Hamels. Hamels smacks one out there in the right field, and there goes the no-hitter from Cole Hamels. So 1 on, and that's going to bring up Fox, Jamie Fox, who's 0-1 for the day. Here's the pitch. 2-2, fly ball. Lazinski underneath it, makes the catch for out number 1, holding Altuve at first. And next up, it's Barry Bonds. Bonds 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be underneath Lewis. That's going foul. Lewis makes that, and that is out number 2. And that's going to bring up Jim Thome, the designated hitter. 2 outs with a runner on first, and struck him out. 1 left, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Lewis, Schmidt, and Kipnis due up for the Phillies. There I go, saying the Phillies. I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen. For the amazing Kitsunes. And Lewis 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. And that looks like it's going to be foul. And that one into the stands. Lucky fan in the 100 section here at Veterans Stadium gets that ball. The 2-1 pitch to Lewis. Here's the pitch. Lewis, fly ball. Granderson underneath it. Makes the catch, out number 1. Next up, Mike Schmidt. Schmidt 0 for 1 on the day. We'll see if he can hit a bomber out of here. Schmidt with a deep ball out there to Treadmill. And, yep, I'm originally from Philadelphia, and I remember going to this stadium. And I remember when they had the colored chairs in the stadium before they changed it to all blue. So this stadium brings back a lot of memories for me. And that's 2 outs, and that's going to bring Jason Kipnis up. He's batting at .245 with 3 home runs, 17 RBIs. Kipnis, does he keep the inning alive? No. Springer underneath that. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 4, we've got a pitching duel going on. We are still scoreless. After 4, we go to the top of the 5th. It is Miguel Cabrera, Granderson, and Treadmill due up for Mid-Michigan. Cabrera 0 for 1 on the day. And that is a walk, and they walk Cabrera. Granderson 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Up, Dalton going out there to talk to Hamels on the mound. And they struck him out. He goes down swinging, and that's going to bring up Treadmill. Treadmill is 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. To Kipnis. Rollins throws it over to Granderson. Double play. That is a double play by Jimmy Rollins on that. That's his 13th great play in the season. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It is Lazinski, Dalton, and Monday due up. Here's the pitch to Greg Lazinski. Lazinski with a little dribbler back to the mound. Cabrera gets it for the out. All right, Dalton, 0 for 1. The pitch, the full count. They walk Dalton. Next up, it's Rick Monday. Monday, 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. And they struck him out. Coco Crisp up. The 0-1 pitch. Chris with a fly ball. Treadmill underneath it. Makes the play. And no runs, no hits, no errors. After 5. Nothing. Nothing. We get nothing. And that's going to bring, we go to the top of the 6. It's going to be Springer, Rodriguez, and Altuve. It pitched to Springer. Springer is 0 for 1 on the day. Fly ball out there. Lazinski underneath it. Manic Monday. That's right, Slash Deep. Welcome in. Glad you could join us here at Veterans Stadium on Broad Street here in Philly. 1 out, and that's going to bring up Ivan Rodriguez. 0 for 1 on the day. Rodriguez out there to Lewis. Lewis gets it, and that's out number 2. Altuve is 1 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch, and that's going to go to Rollins. Rollins gets it, throws it over to Goldschmidt to retire the side. It's no runs, no hits, no errors. And it's nothing across the top as we head to the bottom of the 6th. It's Goldschmidt, Rollins, and Lewis due up. Goldschmidt 0 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. It's a fly ball going back. Bonds underneath it. Makes the catch. Out number 1. Jimmy Rollins 0 for 2. 1 for 2 on the day. And that's going out there to Granderson. Can't get to it in time. They throw it to Treadmill to cut him off. Rollins on base. And that's going to bring up Buddy Lewis. 0 for 2 on the day with a runner on first and 1 out. They throw over to Cabrera. They're holding Rollins at first. All right, here's the pitch. Lewis, fly ball out there. Granderson goes underneath it. Rollins will go back to first. They'll throw it back to Treadmill. And next up, if we need things to happen, here's the man at the plate to make it happen, Mike Schmidt. 0 for 2 on the day. Rollins roll it. Can they get to it in time? And they do. So it's no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. After 6, we're scoreless. We go to the 7th inning. Top of the 7th, it's going to be Fox, Bonds, and Tomei due up. Here's the pitch to Fox. Fox is 0 for 2 on the day and struck him out. Barry Bonds up. Bonds 0 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. Bonds fly ball. Lewis underneath it. And makes the catch at the wall. 2 outs, and that's going to bring up Jim Tomei. 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Fly ball, infield fly. Kipnis underneath it. Makes the play. And sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Before we begin the bottom half of the 7th inning, let's take a look at the score for the game today. After 6.5 innings, we have nothing on the board. It's Kipnis, Lazinski, and Dalton due up for the amazing Kitsunes. Here's the pitch to Kipnis. Kipnis is 0 for 1 on the day. And struck him out. 1 out, and that's going to bring up the bull, Greg Lazinski. Lazinski, fly ball, it looks like. Oh, and Bob Rollins catches that. Next up, it's Darren Dalton. Dalton 0 for 1. Dalton hits it. Fly ball. Granderson makes the play and retires the side. That's his 15th great play on the season. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 7, we got nothing. We got nothing. We go to the top of the 8th. It's Cabrera, Granderson, and Treadmill due up. Here's the pitch to Cabrera. Cabrera 0 for 1 on the day, and they walk Cabrera. All right, Granderson 0 for 2 on the day. Oh, and it's a wild pitch, and Cabrera will go to second on a wild pitch. And it's 3 balls, no strikes, and that's going to go out there to Monday. And with that, runners on the corners now. Treadmill 0 for 2 on the day. Infield coming in. Here's the pitch. And that's going to go to Schmidt. Schmidt throws it over to Goldschmidt. And that is out number 1. Next up, it's going to be Springer. Springer's 0 for 2 on the day. And with that, the Amazings make the call to the bullpen, and they're going to bring in Dan Otero. Dan Otero, in the current game, he has 21 games played, 24 and 1/3 innings pitched, allowed 22 hits, 2 earned runs, 4 walks, and 12 strikeouts. He's going to have to deal with Granderson and Cabrera on. Infield still in. Here's the pitch. It's going to go over to Cabrera. They're going to throw it out at first. Goldschmidt with it. And that scores a run. Mid-Michigan breaks the deadlock, scoring a run on an error by Jimmy Rollins. So 1 error for the Phillies. That's going to be charged as an E6. And here's Ivan Rodriguez, 0 for 2 on the day. The pitch to Rodriguez. That's going to go over to Goldschmidt. He throws it over to Rollins. They're going to score another run. And it is... No! 1 run scored. So, on a double play, we go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 1 run, 1 hit. Yep. So here's the pitch to Monday. Monday is 0 for 2. And they struck him out. Coco Crisp is 1 for 2 on the day. And they walk Coco. And that's going to bring up Paul Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt 0 for 3 on the day. Fly ball back. That's going to be underneath it. And that is out number 1. No, I'm sorry. That's a foul ball. And it's out of play. Goldschmidt, the 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Fly ball out there. Bonds with it. And that is going to hold the runners at first and second. That's going to bring up Jimmy Rollins. Rollins is 2 for 3 on the day. Here's the pitch. Oh, Rodriguez going out there to talk to Reinhardt on the mound. And the amazing score, they tie the game up. We have a tie game as Jimmy Rollins will go to second. Lewis will come home. And the play at the plate is safe as Rollins gets a double on that. Lewis up next. He's 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. Infield coming in. And they strike out Lewis. Next up is Michael Schmidt. They walk Schmidt. They're not even going to pitch to him. They're afraid of Schmidt. Kipnis is up. It's bases loaded. Kipnis 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. And struck him out. After 8, it is 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. After 8, we're tied at 1. We go to the top of the 9th. But will we see some 9th inning magic? As Aaron Reed joins us here at Veterans Stadium. All right, and Andrew Miller is going to come in to pitch. Andrew Miller, let's take a look at that. He's 12 games, had 15 and 2/3 innings pitched, allowed 15 hits, 3 home runs, 8 earned runs, one walk, and 18 strikeouts. And here's Altuve. It's going to be Jose Altuve, Fox, and Bonds due up for Mid-Michigan. And that's going to go out there to Schmidt for out number 1. Jamie Foxx, 0 for 3 on the day. Here's the pitch, the 1-2. And that is a line drive down there. Lazinski going for it, makes it, throws it to Rollins to cut him off. Fox takes 2 on that, and that is going to bring up Barry Bonds. Back there, Lewis underneath it, makes the play, and that's 2 away. And that's going to bring up Jim Thome. Thome 0 for 3, here's the pitch. Struck him out. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Greg Lazinski up. Here's the pitch. Reinhardt, 113 pitches. Little dribbler to Fox. Fox throws it. Cabrera gets it in time. And here's Darren Daulton. 0 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. And they strike him out. We go to Rick Monday now. Monday, 0 for 3 on the day. No, it's McCollum up, and that's a... They pinched hit for him, too. So, with that, we're tied after 9. Guess what? We're in free baseball. You pay for 9, but you get more. All right, we're here at the top of the 10th. It's going to be Cabrera, Granderson, and Terminal due up for Mid-Michigan. McCutcheon will take over at center field. And that's going to go out there to Schmidt. Looks like Rollins is chasing it. Calls off Schmidt. Rollins with the out. Granderson 1 for 3 on the day. Here's the pitch. And they strike out Granderson. Miller looking tired. As Trenmel comes up, he's 0 for 3. And it's Cody Allen now going to come in the pitch. Allen, 8 games played, is 7 and 2/3 innings. Allowed 5 hits, 1 home run, 4 earned runs, 7 walks, and 6 strikeouts so far on the season. Little dribble up the mound to Kipnis. Kipnis throws it over to Goldschmidt for out number 3, and we go to the bottom of the 10th. Reinhardt looks strong. Here's the pitch to Coco Crisp. It's Coco, Goldschmidt, and Rollins due up for the Amazings. Crisp 1 for 2 on the day. The 2-2 count. Strike 1. We go to the top of the order. Here's Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt 1 for 4 on the day. And that ball is fly high, and Bonds underneath it with the out. 2 outs, we go to Rollins. Jimmy Rollins 3 for 4 on the day. Rollins, little dribble up the mound to Reinhardt. Cabrera gets it in time for out number 3. It's no runs, no hits, no errors. After 10, we're tied at 1. We go to the top of the 11th. It's Springer, Rodriguez, and Altuve due up for Mid-Michigan. Springer 0 for 3, the pitch. And that is a home run. And Mid-Michigan takes a 2-1 lead. That's his 5th home run, 346 feet out of the bar. And he hit that one up into the 200 level over there. So it's 2-1. Here's the pitch to Rodriguez. And that's strike 1. That's out number 1. Altuve 1 for 4. Here's the pitch. Out number 2. Jamie Foxx 1 for 4 on the day. Here's the pitch. And they struck him out. Reinhardt still going strong after 11 innings. Here's the pitch to Lewis. Philly, the Kitsune's down by a run. Lewis 0 for 4 on the day. And they're going to bring in Cal Ripken Jr. Granderson underneath that makes the play. Schmidt, we need Schmidt to happen. Here's the pitch to Schmidt. And they struck him out. The Kitsune's down to the last out. Here's the pitch to Reinhardt. And that's going to go over to Altuve, who gets it, throws it over to Cabrera. And Mid-Michigan, in 11 innings, defeats the amazing Kitsune's of a final score 2-1. What a game as we go into 11 innings on that. Ripken coming in, trying to do his best on that. So, Mid-Michigan, Reinhardt picks up his 7th win. Allen will get the loss on that. Holmes went 7 1/3 inning, allowed 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts on that. ERA of a 4.73. Allen will get the loss. He went 1 1/3 inning on that. One hit, one run, 1 earned run, 1 home run, 3 strikeouts on that. So that is so with that, the amazing Kitsune's will drop to 27 32. That puts them 8 games out of first. And we're going to go to, Brooklyn and Lancaster. We're going to auto that game. And Lancaster shuts out Brooklyn 8-0. Tony will get the win. Whitehall picks up the loss. And Monroe went 3 for 4. That's his 5th home run on the day. We move on to the 9th. All right, we're going to, like I said, we're going to swim through this. The next game we'll play will be on Saturday. Vegas at Chicago. Vegas beating Chicago of a score of 4-0. Vegas shutting out Chicago. Hendricks gets the win. Lexi will pick up the loss. And Fossey, who went 2 for 3 with a home run in that game. Manchester at Degens. Manchester shutting out Degens 1-0. Hibby will get the win. Joss will get the loss. And that Canada at Hadley Lake. Canada defeating Hadley Lake of a score of 4-1. Alexander will get the win. Bender will get the loss. Marshfield at Edmonton. Marshfield defeats Edmonton 8-6. Knott picks up the win. Kuzman gets the loss. Fort Lee at Lehigh. Lehigh defeating Fort Lee 8-4. Brown getting the win. Sotomayor picks up the loss. And Hiraman will get his 18th home run. He went 2 for 4 in that game. T-Ville at Liverpool. Liverpool defeating T-Ville 8-9. Dickerman will get the win. Davis picks up the loss. And Piazza gets his second home run of the season. He went 3 for 5. 4 RBIs on the day. Cleveland at Long Island. Cleveland rocks 9-5. Sanchez gets the win. Palomar will pick up the loss. And Terry, who went 4 for 4, hits his 8th home run. St. Pete at Florence. Florence starting out St. Pete. Trahan will get the win. Vandermeer will get the loss. And Hartnett will pick up his 5th home run. Mid-Michigan and Amazings. Let's see if the Amazings can redeem themselves. No, Mid-Michigan with that win there, dropping the Amazings nine games out of first. It's 5-3. I hear you on that one. I'll ask RJL on that one, Clue. San Francisco at Hagerstown. Vandermeer will get the win on that. Verlander gets the win. Lee picks up the loss. Hagerstown defeating San Francisco 4-1. On that, Price gets the win. Koletsky will pick up the loss. Betts went 3 for 4 in that game. Dallas at Chico. Dallas 6-4 over Chico's. Woolers will get it, and that's in 14 innings. Woolers will get the win. Jansen picks up his 4th straight loss. Friedman went 2 for 5 with a triple and a double. He had a triple-double in that game. And next up, it's going to be Brooklyn at Lancaster. Lancaster defeating Brooklyn 2-10. What was a myth will get the win. Guzman will get the loss. And Gravy, who went 2 for 4, hits his 7th home run, 3 RBIs in that game. On to Friday, because Friday is the best day of the week. Manchester at, I just want to check something. Okay, so this is going to start a new series for the Amazings with Hadley Lake. It's Manchester at Degens. And Manchester will defeat Degens 4-3. Marshfield at Edmonton. Leicester will pick up the loss on that one. Musana will get the win. And Rosemille hits his 9th home run. He went 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Edmonton destroying Marshfield 12-1. Caldwell will get the win. Glaston picks up the loss. And Jolton Joe DiMaggio, who went 3 for 4 in that game with 2 home runs and 5 RBIs. Vegas at Canada. I'm hoping Vegas wins. No, Canada defeats Vegas. Newhouser will get the win. Velez will pick up the loss. Kayleen, who went 2 for 4, 7 home runs, 3 RBIs. Fort Lee at Lehigh. Lehigh demolishing Fort Lee. I think they were playing a football game there I think they were playing football instead of baseball. We might have to check to see if that's scoregami in football there. Cy Young picks up the win. Peterson will get the loss. And Mays, that's Willie Mays, goes 2 for 3 with 17. That is his 17th home run, 3 RBIs. T-Bill at Liverpool. Liverpool 7-11. McLean will get the win on that one. Shocker will pick up the loss. That's his 2nd straight loss. Trout went 1 for 1 with 3 doubles and 3 walks in that game. Cleveland versus Long Island. Long Island 7-1 on that one. Sabagan will get the win. Happ will pick up his 2nd straight loss. St. Pete at Florence. Florence defeating St. Pete 5-4. Rijo will pick up the win. Jenkins will get the loss. Jones 2 for 3 on that. That's his 7th home run on the season. San Francisco at Hagerstown. San Francisco defeating Hagerstown of a final score of 6-3. Grove picks up his first win. Porticello will pick up the loss, and Betts, that's Mookie Betts, went 3 for 4 with a home run. That's his third RBI of the game. Hadley Lake at Amazings. And the Amazings defeat Hadley Lake of a score of 3-2. Smith gets the win. Joaquin will get the loss. Let's take a look at the box score of that game. And the Amazings scoring 2 runs in the 6th inning there. So let's take a look there. They scored 1 in the first. And Crook fought. See, I wish Crook was on the lineup in the last game. John Crook fly deep out there with that. Howard grounded out. And, yep. So let's take a look here at the 6th inning. Here the Amazings. Crook grounded to the pitcher. Howard grounded to the pitcher. Crook got on with a base hit. Schmidt with a 2-run home run in the left field. And that gave the Amazings 3-1 over Hadley Lake. So, yep. And Brooklyn at Lancaster. Lancaster defeating Brooklyn 2-1. We move on to Saturday, the last game of this one. We are going to do Hadley Lake at Amazings. His batting average is a crime, yes. Mid-Michigan at Chicago. Let's see. Chicago defeating Mid-Michigan 5-2. Rogers will get the win. Showa will pick up the loss on that one. Mitchell, who went 3 for 3, 2 RBIs. Manchester at Lehigh. Lehigh defeats Manchester with a final score 11-6. And LaQuille will get the win. Lyles will pick up the loss. And Mays, who went 3 for 4, hit his 18th home run. Brooklyn at Florence. And Florence defeating Brooklyn 5-2. Wilson gets the win. Dawes will pick up the loss. Vegas at Canada. Canada shutting out Vegas. Richards will get the win. Appler will pick up the loss on that one. Richard pitched a complete game, 10 strikeouts on that. Fort Lee at Chicago. Chico's, sorry. And Chico's will defeat Fort Lee with a final score of 3-1. Xavier gets the win. Pizarro picks up the loss. And Guerrero, who went 2 for 4 with 2 home runs and 3 RBIs. T-ville at Long Island. Long Island shutting out T-ville 5-0 on that one. Smoltz gets the win. Schwarzer will pick up the loss. Cleveland at Hagerstown. Cleveland 6-4 wins over Hagerstown. Walsh gets the win. Butcher will pick up the loss. St. Pete over Edmonton. St. Pete, and I predicted that too. St. Pete beats Edmonton. Davies will get the win. Oswalt will pick up the loss. San Francisco at Liverpool. Liverpool defeating San Francisco. Melchor will get the win. Fernandez will pick up the loss. Williams, who went 3 for 5, his 18th home run, 2 RBIs. Dallas at Degens. Degens defeating Dallas 4-1. Maddox will get the loss, and Altero will pick up the win. Champlin gets the save. That's his 9th save on the season. Marshfield at Lancaster. Lancaster will defeat Marshfield of a score of 6-0. McNally will get the win. Schumacher will get the loss. And Blackmon will get hit 2 for 4, hits his 4th home run. And we're going to play Hadley Lake at Amazings. So you get a double header of the Amazing Kitsunes tonight. So the Hadley Lake Hammers. And it's going to be Noah Syndergaard on the mound. And Kurt Schilling will be on the mound for the Amazing Kitsunes. And, yep. So once again, I will ask you to please rise and remove your hats for the national anthem. All right, we're back here at Veterans Stadium for Game 2 of a doubleheader of the Amazing Kitsunes. Noah Syndergaard takes the mound for the Hadley Lake Hammers. And with that, let's see, he's made 2 starts this year. He's 0-1, ERA of a 2.31. And he's going to face off against Kurt Schilling. Kurt Schilling has made 13 starts this year. He's 4-6 with an ERA of a 3.93. It's his second start against Hadley Lake. He's 0-1 with a 5.63 ERA against Hadley Lake. And it's 78 degrees here in South Philly on Broad Street as we are playing to a very packed Veterans Stadium. So it's going to be Barry Larkin, Sisler, Pete Rose, Williams, and here is the starting lineup for the Hadley Lake Hammers. Leading off, the shortstop, Barry Larkin. Batting second, it is first baseman Sisler. Batting third, the third baseman, Pete Rose. Batting fourth, the right fielder, Williams. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Walker. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Chris Bades. Batting seventh, the center fielder, Dawson. Batting eighth, the catcher, Hollis. And batting second, it is Bloodworth. Out there on the field, it is Schilling on the mound. Catching is going to be Darren Dalton. On first base, it is Ryan Howard. Out there in second, it's Kipnis. Third base, Michael Schmidt. Jimmy Rollins is the shortstop. Coco Crisp out there in left field. Rick Monday in center. And Lewis will be out there in right field. Barry Larkin's batting a .236 with 2 home runs and 17 RBIs. Here's the pitch as we get our second game started here at Veterans Stadium. And that's going to be a line ball up there to Rollins, who throws it over to Howard for out number 1. George Sisler batting a .252, 2 home runs, 17 RBIs. Here's the pitch. The 2-1. And that is a deep ball to right field. Lewis having to go chase it. Throws it over Rollins. And that's a double. And George Sisler will lead off with a double. Next up, Pete Rose. Pete Rose batting a .270, 3 home runs, and 28 RBIs. And that puts runners on the corners as that throws over there to Schmidt. 1 out, runners on the corners. Here's the pitch to Williams. And that's strike 3. Struck him out. 2 away. Runners on first and second. And that's going to bring up Dixie Walker. He's batting a .325, 3 home runs, 13 RBIs. And that's strike 3. And Schilling getting out of that with runners on the corners. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the first, and here's the starting lineup for the Amazing Kitsunes. Leading off, the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins. Batting second, the center fielder, Rick Monday. Batting third, the right fielder, Lewis. Batting fourth, in the cleanup position, the first baseman, Ryan Howard. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, John Crook. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Michael Jack Schmidt. Batting seventh, the catcher, Darren Dalton. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Kipnis. And batting ninth, the left fielder, Coco Crisp. Here's the pitch to Rollins. Rollins batting a .250 with 5 home runs and 27 ribbies. Little dribble up the mound to Syndergaard. Sisler will backhand that catch for out number 1. Here's Rick Monday. Monday batting a .347 with 2 home runs and 14 RBIs. And they just walk Monday. They don't want to deal with him. And here is Buddy Lewis. Lewis batting a 129. Monday takes off, and they pick him off at second. Lewis, here's the pitch. Little dribble up to Sisler, who will throw it over to Syndergaard, who will cover first. It is nothing across the board. No runs, no hits, no errors. After one, we're scoreless. Go to the top of the second. It's Capades, Dawson, and Hollis due up. Giannis, who's batting a 255, 2 home runs, 20 RBIs. Here's the pitch. And they walked it. Oh, he got injured. But he stays in the game. He got hit by the pitch. In the ribs. Ooh. You'll be feeling that one. Here's the pitch to Dawson. Rollins, Kipnis. And that's one away. And that's good. Jimmy Rollins with a great play on that. Hollis, Chris Hollis, the catcher, is batting at 237, 5 home runs, 17 RBIs. Over to Monday. Monday to Schmidt with an error and a stolen base. And that puts a runner in scoring position for Hadley Lake. Chris will get that as one run will score. They'll throw it over to Rollins, to the cutoff man. Bloodworth up. He's the second baseman. He's batting a 208 with 1 home run, 19 RBIs. Hollis will take off. Kipnis caught stealing, and that's out number 2, and they're trying to minimize that damage. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Bloodworth. Little dribbler to Kipnis, who makes the play, throws it over to Howard for out number 3. 1 run, 1 hit, and 1 error. One's all across the board, and none left on. We go to the bottom of the second. It's Howard, Crook, and Schmidt due up. Ryan Howard batting a 206, 11 home runs, 38 RBIs. Little dribble up the mound to Sisler. And Howard is out. John Crook batting a 297, 4 home runs, 16 RBIs. Hits that one over to Larkin and throws that over. Crook is out. 2 away, and that's going to bring Michael Schmidt. Schmidt with a fly ball. No, it goes into the stands. He's batting a 201 with 15 home runs and 38 RBIs. And they strike him out. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors after 2. Hadley Lake 1. Keatsona's nothing. We go to the top of the third, and it's the top of the order. It's Larkin, Sisler, and Rose due up. Larkin 0 for 1. Little high pop ball. And that won't be a home run in the phone booth. That is out of play. And some lucky fan sitting behind home plate got a ball. Larkin, the 0-2 pitch here over to Rollins. Rollins will throw it over to Howard for out number 1. 1 away. Sisler 1 for 1 on the day. The 0-2 pitch. Fly ball. Monday going back. Makes the play. Out number 2. Pete Rose. And they walk Rose on a full count. And here's Bernie Williams. Williams is 0 for 1. Rose will go to third. He picks up the extra base. Runners on the corners as Dixie Walker comes up. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. And and Lewis will make the catch. So no runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the third. It is Darren Dalton, Kipnis, and Coco Crisp due up. Darren Dalton batting a 174, 8 home runs, 26 RBIs, and they walk Dalton on a full count. Kipnis up. He's batting a 228, 3 home runs, 17 RBIs. Little fly ball, pop up. Hollis will underneath it, makes the out. Coco Crisp batting a 192, 2 home runs, 16 RBIs. Dalton will take off, Rose with it, throws it over to Sisler, who will make the play. Dalton will go to second. And the Phillies and the Kitsunes, that's the second time I called my team the Phillies. Dalton will go to second on that. Rollins 0 for 1 on the day. On a wild pitch, that puts a runner in scoring position. Dalton will go to third. It's a 2-1. It's a 1-2 count. Rollins, they walk him. And that's going to bring up Rick Monday. Nope, Rollins will steal second. It's a 1-0 count. Here's the pitch to Monday. And they struck him out, and the Kitsunes leave 2 stranded. It's no runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 left on. It is Capades, Dawson, and Hollis due up for Hadley Lake. Here's the pitch to Capades. Crisp with it, makes a pull play. Someone's injured. And Jimmy Rollins is injured. No, Capades is injured. Sorry, Capades is injured on that. And that goes into the stadium. Desmond will take over at first for the injured player. Dawson 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Fly, pop up. Dalton underneath it. Makes the catch. Out number 1. Hollis 1 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. Throws over to Howard to keep Desmond. And that is out number 2. Here's the pitch to Bloodworth. Bloodworth 0 for 1. That's going back. Crisp with the catch and takes the hit away. Coco Crisp going at it and makes the play. So, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Lewis, Howard, and Crook due up for the Kitsunes. Lewis, Desmond will take over at left field for Hadley Lake. Here's the pitch to Lewis. Lewis is 0 for 1. Walked him on a full count. Ryan Howard 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. Howard. That's a little bit of a fly ball out there. Sisler with it, out number 1. John Crook 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. They walk Crook on a 3-0 count. And that's the 5th walk of the day for Syndergaard. Schmidt 0 for 1. No, great play. They got Lewis out, but runners now at first and second. Darren Dalton. He walked his last time up. Here's the pitch to Dalton. Infield normal. They walk Dalton, and they load the bases. Jason Kipnis up. Kipnis popped up to the catcher last time up. He's 0 for 1. They walk him. That's going to drive in a run. Schmidt to third. Dalton to second. And that's going to bring up Coco Crisp. 7 walks today for Syndergaard. Here's the pitch to Chris. Hollis will go out and talk to Syndergaard. Desmond with it. Can't. Dolan will score. 2 runs will score on that pitch to Chris. It's now 3-1. Amazing. As Jimmy Rollins, we go to the top of the order. Jimmy Rollins. 0 for 1. Here's the pitch to Jimmy. And that's out number 3. So, 3 runs, 1 hit, no errors. And 2 left on. After 4, it's Keatson 3, Hadley Lake 1. We go to the top of the 5th. It's Larkin, Sisler, and Rose due up for Hadley Lake. Here is the pitch to Larkin. Larkin is 0 for 2. And that's going to go out there to Lewis, who will throw it over to Kipnis and keep Larkin at first. So Larkin leads off with a base hit. Sisler, who's 1 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. And that's a stolen base. Fly ball out there, rolling. Nope. Monday will catch it. And Sisler is out. They're going to hold Larkin at second on that. So 1 away, and that's going to bring up Pete Rose. Rose is 1 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. They strike him out. Goes down swinging on a perplexed slow ball by Kurt Schilling. Larkin at second. Williams up. He's 1 for 2. Here's the pitch. Larkin will come home and score. And that's going to bring up Walker. Walker is 0 for 2 on the day. And they walk him. Desmond up. Desmond is batting a .667. No home runs, 1 RBI. And they can't get the play at the plate. It's a tie game. Dawson 0 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. He is safe. And that's going to go out there to Monday. Schilling not looking so good out there. And that's going to score another run as Hadley Lake takes the lead 4-3. Hollis 1 for 2. Schilling in a little bit of a funk. So it is 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors. And Rick Monday, it's going to be Monday, Lewis, and Howard due up for the amazing Keatson A's. Monday strikes out, goes down swinging. Lewis 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. And Dawson will get that. Ryan Howard 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. And that is a base hit for Ryan Howard. Next up, John Cook, 2 outs, runner on first. And Dawson makes the play on that as Cook hits it to dead center. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors after 5. Hadley Lake 4, Keatson A's 3. We go to the top of the 6th. It's Bloodwort, Larkins, and Sisler due up. Bloodwort 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Over to Schmidt, who gets it. Poor play. Bloodwort will get on with a base hit. And he leads off. That's the 4th poor play by Michael Schmidt. Larkin, who is 1 for 3. And Dan Oterio will come in to replace Kurt Schilling. All right, here's the pitch. Fly ball, Lewis will make the catch, holding Bloodworth at at first. Sisler, 1 out. Sisler, 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. Over to first, they get Bloodward out at second, and 2 away on a fielder's choice. And he beats the relay. Sisler going to second. They're not even going to try to stop him there. That's his 13th stolen base. Pete Rose, 1 for 2 on the day. Kipnis bobbles it. And that's his 7th error. Runners on the corners as Williams will come up. He's 2 for 3. And struck him out. So Otero will get out of that jam. It's no runs, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's Schmidt, Dalton, and Kipnis due up for the amazing Kitsunes. Here's the pitch to Schmidt. 0 for 2. Syndergaard appears to be fine. And that is strike 3 on the 0-2 count. Dalton. They walked him the last 2 times up. Here's the pitch to Dalton. Dalton can't hit the long ball. That goes to Williams. Out number 2. Kipnis is up. Kipnis 0 for 2. And that's out number 3. That retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom after 6. Hadley Lake 4. Kitsunes 3. We go to the top of the 7th. It's Walker, Desmond, and Dawson due up. Walker 0 for 2. And Ray Madison will come in to pitch. He's so far in the current season, he went 11. He's pitched 11 games, 10 and 1/3 innings, allowed 10 hits, 2 home runs, 9 earned runs, 4 walks, and 8 strikeouts. That goes to Kipnis to Howard, out number 1 on the 1-1 pitch. Desmond 1 for 1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. They throw it. Howard with that. Dalton drops it, but manages to get it to Howard for out number 2. Dawson 1 for 3. And they struck him out. And Singh take me out to the ball game. It's nothing across the board for the top half. No runs, no hits, no errors. Syndergaard. Appears to be fine. Here's the pitch to Coco Crisp, who's 1 for 2 on the day. It's a new pitcher coming in, Lee Smith. This will make his 17th appearance. Smith, 16 games, 17 and 1/3 innings pitched, allowed 16 hits, 9 home runs, 12 earned runs, 1 walk, 15 strikeouts. Coco Crisp, 1 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. Struck him out on the 2-2 count. Rollins 0 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. And they walked Jimmy Rollins. So the Kitsunes have a runner on first. Rick Monday 0 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. Nope, they throw it over to first to keep Rollins from trying to steal. They do it again. They strike out. And they strike out Rick Monday. Lewis 0 for 2. The crowd here at Veterans Stadium letting them know they are not happy with that. Smith throws over again to Sisler. And that's going to be 2 outs. That's going to be a high ball out there. Rodriguez makes the play. So, no runs, no hits, no errors after 7. Hadley Lake 4, Keatson 3. We go to the top of the 8th. It's Hollis, Bloodworth, and Larkin due up for Hadley Lake. And Andrew Miller will come in to pitch. Miller, 13 games, won 17 and 1/3 innings pitched. Allowed 16 hits, 3 home runs, 8 earned runs, 1 walk, and 20 strikeouts. Crisp with the catch. 1 out. Bloodworth, 1 for 3. Struck him out, and that's going to bring up Larkin. Bunt. Throws that over to Kipnis. And that retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's Ryan Howard, John Crook, and Mike Schmidt. 2 up. Smith appears to be fine. Nope, they're going to bring in Matherson. And that's out number 1. John Crook, 0 for 2. They strike out Crook, and here's Mike Schmidt. Phillies need Schmidt. The Keatson need Schmidt to happen. Schmidt with a home run. That ball is out of here. Michael Jack Schmidt with the clutch home run. Michael Schmidt, the original Schwarber. That's his 16th home run to tie the game up. Darren Dalton now up 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. And they strike him out. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. After 8, we're tied at 4 on a solo home run by Michael Schmidt. Ties the game up. We go to the 9th. Will we see some 9th inning magic? Let's see. Taking a look at the scoreboard, as we can tell, Hadley Lake scored a run in the 1st. And the Keatson came back to score 3 in the 4th. Hadley Lake scored 3 in the 5th. And Keatson came back to tie it up with that solo home run by Michael Schmidt. Sessler, 1 for 4. Here's the pitch. Over to Kipnis, who throws it over to Howard for out number 1. And here is Sean Rodriguez, the third baseman. And they strike him out. Williams, 2 for 4. Here's the pitch. And they strike him out. It's a 3 up, 3 down inning. It's 1, 2, 3. Have a seat as the Keatson retire Hadley Lake in order. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It's Kipnis, Crisp, and Rollins due up. Kipnis 0 for 2. They strike him out. Coco Crisp 1 for 3 on the day. With a little dribbler to Rodriguez. Can he get to it in time? And Crisp is out. 2 outs. Jimmy Rollins. 0 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. Little dribbler to Bloodworth. And once again, we go to extra innings. It's free baseball times 2. No runs, no hits, no errors after 9. We're tied at 4. We go to the top of the 10th. It's Walker, Desmond, and Dawson due up. Walker 0 for 3. Over to Schmidt. Schmidt to Howard. Out number 1. Desmond. Cody Allen will come in now to pitch for the Amazings. Allen, this is his 9th game. He went 9 innings, allowed 6 hits, 2 home runs, 5 earned runs, 7 walks, 9 strikeouts. Fly ball out there, Monday underneath it, sees it, waves that he got it, out number 2. Dawson, 1 for 4 on the day. Here's the pitch. Little dribbler up the mound to Rollins, the shortstop, throws it over, and he is out at the plate. It's no runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 10th. It's Monday, Lewis and Howard. Monday 0 for 3. And that's going to go out there to deep right field. Monday going for third. And that's a triple by Rick Monday on a Monday. Next up, it's Lewis. He's 0 for 3. All they need to do is to drive Monday home, and the Kitsunes win the game. Infield coming in. Here's the pitch. Lewis, fly ball out there. Williams goes underneath it. Out and that is out number 1. Ryan Howard, 1 for 4. Infield coming in. And that is going to be the winning run as Howard drives home Rick Monday with a walk-off run. And the Kitsunes defeat Hadley Lake in 10 innings with a final score of 5-4. Final line score coming right up. So Hadley Lake, 4 runs on 10 hits, no errors. The amazing Kitsunes, 5 runs on 5 hits, 2 errors. The Kitsunes will go to 29 and 33. Taking a look here at some notable plays. Michael Schmidt with that home run to tie the game up. Veterans Stadium does it again for the amazing Kitsunes. 32 at-bats for the amazing Kitsunes, 40 at-bats for Hadley Lake. Let's take a look here at the play-by. We want the complete game here. Actually, no, we want pitching. Syndergaard went 6 innings, allowed 2 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs. Alan Michaels will get the pick up the win. That's his 2nd win of the season. He went 2/3 of an inning on that. As Matherson will draw the loss. That's his 1st loss of the season. He went 2 1/3 innings, allowed 2 hits, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 1 home run, and 4 strikeouts. ERA of a 5.06. And Smith will get credited for the hold. I think that's going to also be a blown. He will get credited for that hold. That's his 3rd hold of the season. He went 1 inning, had 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. ERA of a 5.89. Allen's ERA is a 4.66. So that's going to do it for us for this week as everything gets updated. The amazing Kitsunes go to 7.5 games out of first at 29 and 33. So that's going to do it for us. That's actually going to do it for the week here as we played out the rest of the week. And next time we're going to we're going to start the week of the 12th in season 3 here of Field of Dreams. And those games that will be played on the 12th will feature Fort Lee at Chico's, T-Ville's at Long Island, Cleveland at Hagerstown, Mid-Michigan at Chicago, Marshfield at Lancaster, Manchester at Lehigh, Brooklyn at Florence, Vegas at Canada, St. Pete at Edmonton, San Francisco at Liverpool, Dallas at Degens, and Hadley Lake at Amazing Kitsunes. So until then, I'm Scooney007. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up on the way through the turnstiles here at Veterans Stadium. And until next time, we'll see you for another exciting game in Season 3 of Field of Dreams. Until then, take care, everyone. Have a great night. We'll see you next time. And remember, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. And remember to click that bell notification to be notified of when I go live next with either Field of Dreams or with my live Philadelphia Phillies replay in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Also, when new videos of that replay goes up. And until